John Key was in town recently at an event where he was asked questions about the rebuild of Dunedin Hospital, and he assured the patrons, it's not what he was here for, but he assured the patrons at the event that Dunedin Hospital was definitely going to get rebuilt. We don't have a quote from John Key, but one of the attenders at the event, his name was Conrad Stedman, he gave us this quote. He says this, quote, "John Key emphatically said, and he said you can quote me on this, the hospital will be getting built or redone. We just need to get the designers to sort out what we've got to do, and it will be done." So that was from one of the people who was at the event, said John Key's going to be done. There was another question apparently, Dean, and the other question then said, but what about Invermay? Invermay's been downgraded. How can you guys promise that the hospital is going to be upgraded if Invermay's just been downgraded? Now, you've got some thoughts around this.
Well, I have indeed, because Mr Key's spokesperson, whoever that is, some anonymous person in Wellington, said that while the Invermay decision was signed off by the government, the Ag Research was a Crown Research Institute and the government has a hands-off approach, except that the government appoints the board and the government directs the board to do what it says. So why they said the government had a hands-off approach, that's absolute rubbish. I mean, it's a government company, basically. It's a government research company.
So that means that the question is valid. In other words, you're saying the government ultimately was responsible for Invermay, and if you're going to downgrade that, how can we be so assured you're going to upgrade the hospital?
Absolutely. Look, I've been at the ODT now quite a while, and the first election that I covered was I was chasing after Don McKinnon, who was a National Party health spokesman at the time because National wasn't on the go, asking them about the future of Dunedin Hospital. I mean, that's how crucial this is, and I was put up to the question by National Party stalwarts. There's always a threat that a government of either Labor or National is going to take the hospital away, particularly the teaching part. You just can't trust them. You know, until I actually see it, and I hope I do before I die because it's going to go on for bloody years. Seriously, I mean, unless we actually see some work done, you can't believe anything. You just can't. There's no assurances at all from the government on this, on the hospital or Invermay. And we lost New Zealand Post Sorting Centre. Now that's a New Zealand government company. And so why do they put it in Christchurch? Because that's where the votes are at. And if bloody Christchurch Hospital wants an upgrade, you can guarantee they're going to get it, and they are, at the expense of us. That's just the way it's going to go.